14 years from now, humanity may wake up to a world both familiar and strange. A world where the rhythm of life is no longer defined by clocks and calendars, but by the silent logic of algorithms quietly shaping every corner of existence. Artificial intelligence, once a tool in our hands, has become the invisible architecture of modern civilization. It guides, predicts, optimizes, and occasionally surprises us. A silent partner in the story of human progress. The next 14 years will not just bring faster processors or smarter software. They will redefine how we live, learn, create, and even how we understand what it means to be human. Every industry, every home, and every human mind will feel the ripple of a single accelerating force. Intelligence that can think beside us. In the early 2020s, AI was mostly about conversation, chatbots, assistants, creative tools. By the early 2030s, it will be about comprehension. Machines will not just answer, but understand, connecting billions of data threads into real-time awareness. That awareness will accelerate every other technology around it. Medical research that once took decades will happen in weeks. Materials science will explode with discovery. Transportation networks will self-coordinate, reducing global congestion without human oversight. Progress will no longer depend on one field at a time. It will unfold across all of them simultaneously, woven together by AI's connective logic. But acceleration brings a paradox. As everything speeds up, human reflection slows down. The challenge of the next 14 years will be learning how to think slowly in a world that never stops moving. By 2035, the interface between human thought and machine intelligence will become seamless. Neural links, now in experimental stages, will evolve into lightweight systems capable of translating cognitive intent into digital action. Instead of typing, we'll think. Instead of searching, we'll remember. An artist will visualize a sculpture in their mind, and an AI will render it in full three-dimensional precision. A scientist will imagine a molecular structure, and an AI will simulate its behavior before the thought even fades. Creativity will flow directly from neural patterns into reality. This merging will not erase individuality, it will amplify it. Each mind will become a unique source of invention, amplified by the clarity of instant computation. Yet this same bridge between brain and machine will raise questions of privacy deeper than any before. Who owns a thought once it leaves the brain and passes through a network? Over the next 14 years, that question will shape the ethics of the digital age more than any other law or invention. Artificial intelligence will extend beyond circuits into the human body. AI-driven medical diagnostics already outperform doctors in pattern recognition. But soon, they'll predict disease before symptoms appear. Personalized medicine will evolve into predictive health, where your biological twin, a digital model of your body, constantly forecasts and corrects potential risks. Prosthetics will no longer feel artificial. Intelligent limbs will respond as naturally as biological ones, interpreting microsignals from the nervous system with zero latency. Vision restoration, speech regeneration, and sensory expansion will become normal medical frontiers. The line between therapy and enhancement will blur. People won't just heal, they'll upgrade. And society will face a moral decision. If we can make humans stronger, smarter, and faster, who decides how far we go? Cities will evolve into cognitive ecosystems. Every street, building, and energy grid will be interconnected through AI-driven systems capable of self-regulation. Waste collection, power distribution, and public transport will adapt dynamically to population flows. Pollution will decline not by regulation, but by computation. In this future, urban space becomes alive, responding to human movement like a nervous system responding to pain or pleasure. The city of 2039 won't just host life, it will feel it. Yet even as these intelligent environments create comfort and efficiency, they will challenge notions of autonomy. A city that can anticipate your behavior might make life smoother, but it can also make freedom invisible. The question won't be whether the city is smart enough to run itself, but whether its citizens are smart enough to remain in control. The technologies of the next 14 years will not just change what we do, they will change what we are. Artificial intelligence will amplify every strength, expose every flaw, and remind us that progress is never automatic. The future is not a distant horizon waiting for us. It is a choice unfolding every day, written by human hands and guided by human conscience. Artificial intelligence won't stop at human society. It will reach the biosphere itself. Climate modeling, once reactive, will become proactive. AI will integrate data from every satellite, drone, and sensor on Earth to monitor the planet's health in real time. Forests will be replanted by autonomous drones guided by climate optimization algorithms. Ocean cleaning swarms will collect waste with precision comparable to natural filtration systems. AI will even predict ecological tipping points, giving humanity a window to prevent collapse before it happens. This new relationship between intelligence and environment may become the most profound shift of all. For the first time in history, we will have a tool capable of managing complexity on a planetary scale. But it will also make one truth undeniable. No algorithm can replace the moral responsibility of those who program it. Work will transform faster than any revolution before it. By 2039, autonomous digital agents will manage logistics, finance, and production with minimal human input. A single entrepreneur might run an entire corporation, with AI managing marketing, research, and operations autonomously. This transformation will create both liberation and anxiety. Freed from routine labor, people will face a different challenge: redefining purpose. Productivity will no longer measure value. Creativity and empathy will. The economy of 2039 will not revolve around work, but around contribution. Those who adapt will find empowerment. Those who resist may feel left behind. The meaning of success will evolve from ownership to influence, from wealth to wisdom. The homes and devices of the near future will be extensions of identity. Every room will understand who you are, what you need, and how you feel. AI will adjust light, temperature, and sound, not for comfort alone, but for mental harmony. These systems will analyze emotional signals, tone, heartbeat, micro-expressions, and respond empathetically. For many, this will bring unprecedented balance. For others, it may blur the boundaries between authenticity and simulation. In the next 14 years, digital companionship will become as common as human connection. But the essence of living will depend on whether we can remember the difference between being understood and being interpreted. Over the next 14 years, intelligence will no longer be measured by memory, but by synthesis. AI will process and connect fragments of information faster than any human brain can imagine, generating insights that reshape entire sciences overnight. Education will shift from static lessons to living systems that evolve alongside the learner. Every child will grow with a personalized tutor that understands not only what they know, but how they think. Research will transform. Instead of scientists searching for answers, AI will generate hypotheses, simulate outcomes, and highlight paths that human curiosity can explore further. The result will be a new kind of collaboration, not human versus machine, but human with machine. A shared search for understanding. Knowledge will become collective, decentralized, and ever-growing. But in that vast web of instant discovery lies a risk. When truth can be generated as easily as fiction, discernment becomes the most valuable human skill. The next era of intelligence won't just demand smarter machines, it will demand wiser humans. As AI expands into governance, medicine, and defense, morality becomes the true frontier. Algorithms will mediate justice, distribute resources, and even recommend policy. The efficiency will be remarkable, but the consequences profound. When a decision is made by a system trained on imperfect data, who carries the burden of its mistakes? Society will face a mirror. Our AI reflects not what we wish to be, but what we are. Bias, inequality, and greed can multiply when encoded into logic. The struggle of the next 14 years will not be about whether AI can make moral decisions, but whether humanity can. Ethical design will become the defining discipline of the 2030s. Programmers will need philosophers. Policymakers will need data scientists. And the world will rediscover that intelligence without empathy is just computation. This journey into the future of AI reminds us that while technology advances rapidly, our human values and moral compass remain our most crucial guides. Beyond machines and models lies the unquantifiable, the emotional depth that defines human life. AI can generate poetry, compose symphonies, or simulate compassion, but it cannot feel meaning. It can describe love, but not fall in it. It can replicate inspiration, but not experience awe. In the next 14 years, as we outsource more of our thinking, our greatest challenge will be remembering the value of feeling. The purpose of technology has never been to replace the human spirit, only to expand its reach. When AI handles complexity, we are free to pursue simplicity. When it masters information, we are free to explore imagination. The true measure of progress will not be how intelligent our machines become, but how conscious we remain of what matters. In an age of synthetic genius, authenticity will become the rarest resource. The relationship between humans and machines will evolve from command to collaboration. The most powerful systems will not compete with people, but complement them. Doctors will work alongside diagnostic AIs. Engineers will co-design with generative models. Artists will compose with virtual muses. Every profession will blend human intuition with algorithmic precision. This partnership will redefine productivity, but also purpose. The boundaries of achievement will dissolve, allowing one person to create what once required hundreds. Yet the fundamental question will persist. If everything can be done, what should we choose to do? With power comes stewardship. Artificial intelligence, like fire or electricity, is neither good nor evil. It is potential, waiting for direction. The future of AI will not depend on code alone, but on the culture guiding it. Each decision, each dataset, each policy will ripple outward for generations. By 2039, societies that balance innovation with compassion will thrive. Those that chase power without ethics may collapse under their own automation. The lesson is ancient, but newly urgent. Tools do not define civilization, values do. The next 14 years will decide whether intelligence becomes an instrument of harmony or a mechanism of control. And that choice belongs to no machine, only to us. The future does not begin in 14 years. It begins now, in the decisions made by individuals, creators, and communities using AI every day. Each prompt, each experiment, each design is a step toward the world that will exist long after us. The future is not waiting beyond the horizon. It is unfolding in real time, in our screens, our cities, our collective imagination. Our eye is not the author of that story. It is the pen. Humanity still holds the hand that writes. 14 years from now, we may live in a world powered by intelligence too vast for comprehension. Our homes, our work, our cities, and even our dreams may run on systems that never sleep. But the question will remain timeless. What kind of world do we want that intelligence to build? If we choose wisdom over haste, empathy over efficiency, and meaning over data, then artificial intelligence will become more than technology. It will become the mirror that helped humanity see itself clearly for the first time. The next 14 years are not a countdown to inevitability. They are an invitation to imagine, to question, to guide, and to grow. Because the greatest technology of all is not artificial intelligence. It is the human mind that created it and the conscience that must guide it. The future is not written, it's trained by us.